This East African woman said at 44, she got a message from a 29-year-old woman claiming to be her daughter. And after looking into it for over a year, she was able to confirm that it was in fact the truth. When she was 15 years old, she gave birth to a baby girl that her mother told her had passed away. But the truth was she had actually given that baby away to an orphanage to cover up the fact that her stepdad had SA'd her in an effort to save her own marriage. Now her mom is terminally ill with less than 6 months to live, and she's struggling with whether or not to confront her about the situation. And she's wondering, if you were in her shoes, what would you do? You already know what time it is. Story time. Let's go ahead and get into it. So she's 44, living her life when she got the message. A 29-year-old woman reaching out to her, letting her know that, you're my mom, like I'm your daughter. At first she thought it was a scam or a mistake, but as far as she knew, the baby that she had as a teen had passed. And for some context, when she was 15, her stepfather SA'd her. She got pregnant, her mother handled everything, told her that the baby had died shortly after. She grieved that loss, carried that pain within her, and was told to never speak about it and to just move on. So that's exactly what she did. So when this woman contacted her, she was confused. But the information that this woman had, the documents that this woman had, didn't necessarily give scam. And so she started digging, looking into the situation, and for over a year she investigated DNA tests, adoption records, flying back home to dig even deeper into the situation herself. And it was confirmed. The woman was in fact her daughter. Her baby didn't die. Her mother lied, gave the baby away to an orphanage to cover up what her stepfather had done. She was devastated all over again, angry, confused, but in a weird way she was also relieved because her daughter was alive. And this was her opportunity to actually get to know her. So she's been slowly integrating her daughter into her life. She's married now, relocated to the US in her early 20s, has 3 kids of her own. And while meeting her daughter has been beautiful, it's also been complicated. Because now she has to deal with the fact that her mother stole 29 years from them. Here's where it gets tough. She went to confront her mom to better understand her why. Like, why would you do this? Why would you hurt me in this way? Like, why? But her mom is terminally ill. The doctors say that she probably has less than 6 months to live, and she's struggling with whether or not to confront her. Does she tell her mother she knows the truth? What if the shock of everything takes away the limited time that she does have? How will she be able to live with herself? She's asking herself all these questions. Now, part of her definitely wants answers, wants the truth, wants her mother to admit what she did, to apologize, to explain. But another part of her knows that her mother is dying. And confronting her now may not actually change anything because her mom may not, tell her the truth. Her mom may not want to talk about it. She may act like she doesn't remember at all. There's so many possibilities, that would still leave her in the same space that she's in now. And bottom line is that no matter what her mother says, no matter what her mother does, it won't make up for the 29 years that she's lost with her daughter. And it definitely won't undo the pain. But staying silent also feels like she's letting her mother off the hook, like protecting someone who didn't protect her. And so she's just trying to figure out, like, if you're in her situation, what would you do? She's trying to get other perspectives because it's really eating her up inside. Personally, like, here's my 2 cents. And I do think that this is a sensitive situation, so I'm just trying to be mindful of that. But I don't see the point of confronting somebody who is already terminally ill, because at the end of the day, like, they may not tell you anything that is going to make you feel whole. They may not tell you anything that is going to change how you feel internally. To me, at the point that you're at now, I think it's focusing on building a relationship with your daughter and really just spending the remaining time that you do have with your mom, or however you want to do it. But I just don't feel like, confronting her mom and trying to go back and forth and trying to, get her to explain and apologize and all these things. I don't think that that is really going to give her the satisfaction that she's looking for. I think the best way to move forward in this situation is to really separate, that relationship and focus on what she's building with her daughter, and not necessarily involve her mom in the situation. But that's just me.